Sup y'all, it's JOAT. Welcome back to a new video. Today, I'm gonna be rounding up my top 10 dubstep remixes of this year, of 2020. So just a quick heads up, I count bootlegs, flips, even edits as remixes. So there's a couple on here that technically aren't remixes, but whatever. So without further ado, let's get right into this. So I'm gonna start off with Akeos, or Obayifo, or Infekt Projectile's remix of Coffi's Power Moves. One potent drop. Fast-paced, fluttery rhythm stabs on display. Not much to talk about this one, to be honest. Akeos brings those simple-ass ideas to the table, but makes them work once again.
My tools for my raw power move. Block 19 for casket flower moves.
The energy just keeps on going. Alright, so next up is Pandorum's remix of PhaseOne's We Are the Free, featuring Thy Art Is Murder. So the A section of this drop, the first half is really greasy and straightforward, building upon itself before this B section, the second half, comes in. Rearing, stretchy machine gun basses, and this low guitar in the back only complements everything in front and just makes the drop so much more powerful. And the second and final drop is way more straightforward, but I feel like it gives you some last minute heaviness before carrying the track out. Wild tune. I don't even know what I'm doing. This part. Alright, so next up is Zeds Dead and Subtronics remix of Atmosphere's GodLovesUgly. Excuse me for going off on a tangent here, but I feel like Subtronics has figured out the formula of giving these old school dubstep growls and wubs the HD treatment while still sounding so fucking original. I don't know how he does it, and that's why he deserves every little bit of success he's gotten so far, and more even, because he knows how to push this genre forward while still paying homage and sticking to its roots. And sure, I don't love every single song of his. Clockwork was sort of a miss for me, for example, but he still needs to be respected whether you like his approach or not. So this track, right, emphasis on straightforward. It doesn't do too much, but it has this bounce and swing that's just unparalleled. Also, the progression is sweet in a way, dainty. It's a mix of emotions and a wild-ass ride. Very, very good remix. It's just feel-good shit. I wear my scars like the rings on a belt. so next up is DK's remix of Murda's Ball Liquor. DK is the smallest producer I'm featuring on this list, but he's still making waves in the underground off of tunes such as Claw, Shadow Isles, and this one, his remix of Ball Liquor. It's just something about those shrill, seething sustains that makes me act up, with those gurgly, squelchy synths filling everything else out. Also can't forget to mention his funk and drill inspired trap intros. Really refreshing, especially in this scene. Only other producer that does anything that's remotely similar, off the top of my head, is Hesh. Anyway, make sure to go show DK some love if you haven't heard of him yet, and yeah. Just power, bro. Come on.
You know. Go get it up.
Okay, so next up is, let me read this off. Aweminus, Phex, XI7, Subfiltronik, Versa, Phiso, Simple Meltout, Nexus edit. Okay, so this is a mashup slash edit of 5 different songs, I think. So if you hear parts of different songs on here, don't wonder why. Yeah, Nexus did a madness here. Distorted walls of rhythm stabs being hurtled at you, spazzing out. The first time I listened to this, I felt the weight of the track just crushing down on me, dead ass. Like I said, there's full parts of tunes in here like Welcome Tune by Versa, but it's heavier somehow on here, and Wasteland by Phiso. This is a mental breakdown in dubstep form, and I'm all for it. By the way, this is technically a clip, but it's 2.5 minutes long, so basically a full track, for me at least. And I've listened to this so much that the watermarks feel like part of the song. This edit is dystopian, beautiful chaos.
Oh, fucking cut ya. Welcome back.
Versa.
It's just so messy. Okay, so next up is UBUR's remix of Wachi and Dilla Matthews' Run. So you all should know UBUR by now. Disgusting, squelchy style of dubstep, OG in the game, innovating once again with his self-proclaimed future tear-out. I mean, I feel like UBUR snapped this year anyway with Downfall and Bad Ludes and all the rest, but this is just so different. Sure, his regular style is on display here, which is already great, but the notation just makes everything so jaw-dropping, especially how it progresses in the second drop. Dude's always been in his own lane, and I hope he stays there. This is goated, absolutely goated. Not to mention Dilla Matthews' singing is very good.
It'll be the last time.
I love this. Next up is Hall's remix of Obayifo, mentioned earlier, Obayifo's track titled Play With Me 2K. This track's drops are the most minimal, simple, dainty pieces of art I've heard in a long time. Perfect example of not doing too much in my opinion. My only downside is that the drops are more or less the same thing. Hall could have slightly switched up the sound design like he did with the A and B sections, but Other than that, so catchy, yet so straightforward. I've waited a long time for this remix to drop since the first time I heard it on his Black Hole Chapter 3 mix. The switch up. Now we get to Leotrix's remix of Moody and Slander's tune, Heartbreak, which may be the best future rhythm song released this year. Overwhelmingly beautiful pulses of dubstep notation building upon itself as the track progresses. Leotrix could have made this into an original if he wanted to. The original song and this remix are nothing alike. But that's the case for practically all the remixes on the comp this was on. Yeah, the only other contender for best future rhythm tune of 2020 might be another Leotrix remix actually. His Patreon exclusive remix of Music Sounds Better With You by Stardust. I may have included that tune on here instead, but I'm broke. And even if I had access to the track, I wouldn't do Leotrix like that. Just play out more of the tune than he featured on SoundCloud. Beautiful, beautiful piece of work here. And those little glitchy, glossy things he added. Alright, so second to last remix I'm going to be showcasing is Voltra's remix of Quix's Gunning For You. There's no denying that Voltra has had a crazy successful year. I think they had like 2,000 SoundCloud followers at the beginning of the year, and now they're almost at 10K. Piercing the dubstep mainstream with Radar, and of course stunning us all with tracks like Read Write, Instance, Luma Drive, and basically every other track they dropped this year. This remix is definitely one of my favorite Voltra tunes ever, for its melodic overtones and slightly more unique and left field sound design than we usually get from them. Every second had me hooked, from the intro to both drops to the midsection to the brief outro. The whole 4-minute runtime. Absolutely insane. Those sustains! What's my favorite part here? Right here. Alright, so the final remix on this showcase will be Smith's remix of Sound of the Police. So before I say anything about this track, me putting it on this list has nothing to to do with my political views or opinions or my thoughts on the police. So just wanted to get that out there. I don't even live in the States. But anyway, I was introduced to Smith through the new Cyclops Recordings comp. He has a tune on there titled Swing that I enjoyed. And to be honest, I've been on the prowl looking for some new freeform producers to bump, so I discovered his music at basically the right time. This tune's single drop features some long, drawn out ass wubs that get choppier and choppier as the tune progresses, while also incorporating the original tune in a great way. Doesn't go overboard, synths aren't jumpy or gargantuan, but they do a great job of just getting under your skin, and love this one. And the thing is, this is just one long drop. The whole tune is a drop, other than that little 20-second intro. And that concludes this video. My top 10 dubstep remixes of this year. This shitty ass year. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop your opinions in the comment section below. Which remixes should have been on this comp instead of others. And yeah, hopefully all of you have a great Christmas Eve. And I will see y'all very soon with some big shit coming up. So peace out.